We can at times feel as if we are unlovable and all that we want to receive is love. But let's do an EFT tapping to help shift this belief and get more into a loving self. So let's do an EFT tapping on feeling unlovable. So taking full responsibility for your own well-being and repeating after me. Let's go with that flow. Let's begin to tap. Even though I'm feeling as if I'm unlovable and that all that I want is to be loved and to be cared for, and I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though at times when I feel unlovable, I feel many different other emotions. And these emotions don't make me feel too good. And this not feeling too good continues to make me feel unlovable. And I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Even though being unlovable, I have this feeling and I have this belief that at times in my life, I was told not to accept and to be loving of myself. And I'm open to loving and accepting myself. I'm feeling unlovable, really unlovable. Everyone else has someone, and I have no one. And in my reasoning, in my comparison, that must mean that I'm unlovable. Because if everyone else can receive love, what's wrong with me that I can't receive it too? And I really want love. I yearn for it. I crave it. I want that love and acceptance, and to be held, and to be seen, and to be known by another. To know that my existence is valued in another person's eyes. And in many ways, I may have tried to be loved. I may have tried many different ways to gain this loving acceptance by another person. And like any sort of craving, I go beyond my needs, beyond what is normal for me, acting out of character so that someone else's character can see value in my character. And there may have been things in my life that led me to believe that I was unlovable and that I shouldn't be loved. That I was told that my value is not of worth. And I did everything that I could possible to receive love from an unloving person. You told me many unloving things about myself that led me to believe that I was unlovable. And I've carried these belief systems, all of my flaws and imperfections that I've been trying to hide, that are a part of my character, that someone else's character really like to highlight. And I'm trying to keep myself perfect. I'm trying to be what someone else wants to see, rather than what I am. My own beautiful self. My own loving self. And every time I get an affirmation and try to say it out loud, there's that part that revolts against it. It feels it's wrong to say these things about myself. That I do deserve love. That I do deserve kindness. That I do deserve others to treat me well. Because these words of affirmation were seen as words of defamation in an unloving person's eyes. This unloving person didn't want me to be loved, didn't want me to be cared for. And in order to keep safe in their eyes and not to be seen, I started to suppress those loving things about myself, those very affirming things that affirm my existence and my sense of value. So every time that I say an affirmation, I start to cringe, cringing as if to get away from the abuse of another person. And that's not very loving. It's very unloving. And now that I believe I have some unlovable characteristics about myself that other people don't want to see. And there is a sense of character, an authentic self that is allowed to make mistakes, that is allowed to grow in its strength, and has many qualities about itself that is lovable if I start to love it back. Rather than demeaning myself, I might start to build my sense of character. And rather than seeking and craving love, perhaps I can love myself first by changing my perception upon what was said to me and what I can say to myself. Some ugly words were said to me, but perhaps I can say beautiful words to myself and learn to sit with the discomfort of someone else's discomfort that was said to me, and start to grow within strength, start to grow within love. Because I want to nurture myself so I can grow love. And whatever love that I grow, I get to choose. Rather than wanting and desiring and putting myself in situations where others can take freely of me. It's always good to have abundance, as long as there's a cut-off limit. I don't want people to be abundantly taking of me in order to receive nothing in return. So I'm going to be a little bit smarter with my love. And I'm going to put boundaries around my love. And I'm not going to go beyond. That might leave me in a deficit and leave me wanting and craving for attention. And perhaps this attention that I'm seeking in someone else's eyes, I can start to get for myself. Because if I can love myself first, then I've got plenty of love to give to other people. If I can heal these ugly words that were said to me, I won't have to modify myself, censor myself, hide myself. I can start to be myself, be the person that I want to be, and have someone else along for that journey, complementing their life, rather than being codependent on their life. I'm loving myself. I'm giving myself the permission to be openly loving of myself, to be loving of those parts that are healing, and loving of those strengths and characteristics that I already possess. I'm here for myself, and along the journey, as I continue to grow within my strength, someone else might come along that I find the characteristics and attributes complementary to my well-being. So I don't want to be dependent on someone else to heal me. I'm a pretty smart cookie, and I can do that for myself, as they can for themselves. I'm not unlovable. I no longer believe in these statements. And the more that I believe that I'm unlovable, the more of that belief will grow. I am lovable. I am kind and caring. I have many faults, and so does everyone. And together we will grow within the strength of loving of myself and being capable of loving someone else. Because it's not all on them to be there all for me. I'm loving of myself. I'm compassionate for myself. I'm a pretty great person. And a pretty loving person in mind, body, and spirit. And taking a full breath in and out. So yes, we are lovable people. The fact that we are in existence means that there was some form of connection. And when we start to heal those things that don't feel unlovable to us, we can actually start to become more lovable. It's like affirmations can be somewhat a bit wishy-washy, but sometimes that feeling of, oh, this doesn't really feel like authentic to me. And it's looking at, is it the feeling of being inauthentic, or is it the feeling that we don't deserve, which would mean that if we don't deserve something that is good for us, then there might be the opposite to that. It's looking at why we don't feel that we don't deserve something or that we shouldn't feel lovable. And in that might be the actual reason that we don't feel lovable. There might have been some past trauma, some past belief systems said to us, or some past survival response that we had to get through. But now that we're on the other side, perhaps that we can be lovable for ourselves. So I'm Dion from Eflowtion Support Services. I have EFT tapping one-on-one online, so check out eflowtionsupportservices.com for a deeper healing journey. And check out the other videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy going with that flow. Bye for now.